Hi, are you ready for a new adventure with your computer? This program is called Matching Quiz. It is just one of the many Magna Media programs which are available to help enrich your life. On this side of the cassette, we explain how to use this program. On the other side, the computer code is recorded. If you don't need instructions, you can turn this cassette over and rewind it now. If you already know a lot about computers, some of these instructions will seem very elementary. Don't be insulted though, okay? We need to explain some things for people who are just getting started. There are two ways you can do this. You can listen to the instructions first and then load the program into your computer, or you can load the program now and check it out while you listen to the tape. If you want to put the program in now, turn this cassette over, rewind it to the beginning of the other side, and then load it according to your instruction manual. Say, you have read your computer instruction manual, haven't you? Ah, that's good. For a minute I thought you were going to say no. If you do need some help, we talk about loading the program at the end of these instructions. Load the program now if you want, and then come back to this point for the rest of the instructions. Once the program is loaded, the first thing you do, of course, is to type Run. Then you push the return key. We always have to press return whenever we want to send a message back to the computer. As soon as you press return, a question will appear in the upper left-hand corner. It says, "What is your name?" Type your first name there and then press return. As soon as you do that, the computer will ask, "Which game do you want?" And then it will give you a choice of 3 different games. And what we're actually doing here is we're making a game out of any list of facts that need to be memorized, things that can be matched, like the capitals of states or the names of animals or something like that. The examples that we have in the program as you first receive it are Bible events, Bible characters' hometowns, and Bible authors. Now this, of course, is very useful in the church, but you may have other uses that you want to put it to. And in the instruction booklet that came with your program, we have complete instructions on how to change the program. The only thing you want to keep in mind here is that the things that you match will have to be succinctly stated. They have to be short enough that they can be kept in columns, and therefore the length of the words is about 12 characters long, and you have to stick to that. Well, you have a choice now. Which game do you want? Events, hometowns, or authors. After you've put your own lists in there, you'll probably change it and call it something else. But you'll choose at this point 1, 2, or 3. And so in our starting example, let's say we choose number 1, events, and we press return. Now there's going to be a pause while the computer shuffles the right-hand column. The left-hand column for each one of these categories always comes out the same way, but the right-hand column is shuffled around so that even if you play the same game several times, you never get used to matching number 1 with number 5 and number 2 with number 7 or whatever, because the right-hand column will come out different every time. On the screen then will appear a list of 10 items on the left and 10 items on the right. These will be numbered 1 through 10, and you can choose any of the ones on the left-hand side to match with any of the ones on the right-hand side. So as we look at the list, it says Adam, Noah, Moses, Joshua, Ruth, Joseph, Lazarus, Jonah, Solomon, John the Baptist. Suppose we say, well, I'll take an easy one first. I'll take Noah. He's number 2. So you press the 2 and then return. And you'll notice on the screen that the little arrow and the flashing box have moved to the right-hand side of the screen. So now you choose an event. Choose the one that matches Noah. And you read the list, and probably you will come to the conclusion that number 4 is the right answer. So you push the 4 and then return. Then it will tell you whether you're right or not, and it will ask you to try again if you got the wrong answer, or it will say correct, be a flashing sign that says correct, and it will relist the two categories, but this time it's going to leave out the ones that you got correct. Now in this quiz, or this game, there are only 10 choices that you can make for each one of the categories. In other words, even if you get it wrong, you still only get 10 chances. So the only way that you get all of the items to disappear is by getting 100%. So if you miss once or twice, it's no problem. You just go back and play it again until you get 100%. And as you can see, you really learn whatever it is that you're trying to learn, and yet you're playing a game as you do it. And kids love to do this, and even adults do too. We've spent many an hour just sitting around with some of the adults using this particular matching quiz. It's a simple program, but it's fun because there's something happening all the time. The items disappear when you get them right, and it tells you if you're right or wrong. At the end, after you've had your 10 guesses, hopefully you get them all right, but whether you do or not, it'll give you a score at the very end telling you how you've done. It also informs you that the quiz is over and you are returned to basic with a little flashing box. If you want to play again, just type run, and you can either choose the same category or you can choose another category. If you choose the same category, as we said before, the answers in the right-hand column will come out in a different order than they did the first time. If you choose another category, of course, it's just like starting a whole new game all over. I hope that you'll find many good uses for this program. Thank you again for choosing a Magna Media program for use in your computer.